Alright, welcome back to The Window. I am Landon, and today's conversation is awkward conversations.
Awkward conversations, as you know they are, rather.
Awkward. Yes. Anyway, what we're talking about is, okay, you have a story, and in your head it's funny, and at the time, it was really funny. But it's kind of like one of those stories where you have to be there, and you think, I could tell this, and then get a laugh out of it. You end up telling it, and in the midst of the story, it ends up getting not funny, and you regret doing it, but you try to push it through anyway.
Well, like, in the midst of the storytelling, you're laughing the whole time, like, and then when nobody laughs, you just look like...
You're like, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, but it was
Believe
real
me.
funny, guys.
Believe me.
But trust me, it was good.
I hate those. I do not live for awkward moments at all.
That's not good for, like, first time encounters with people. Yeah, I just met you, but...
It was funny. And then he said that. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
You're a bad person.
See, actually, I welcome people if they want to do that kind of stuff to me. It's just... Nobody ever comes to me with stories like that. It's me always trying to come to other people with stories like that. So I am telling it. I'm going to open and broadcast it to the world. If anybody wants to come to me with a story like that, I will intently listen and I will laugh with you.
Your stories are usually good, like the one about the rock in the window.
Right.
That was a pretty good story.
Here, let me paint a picture for anybody out listening. Okay, you're sitting in your home, right? You know, you're just relaxing. You know, it might be like a nice Sunday evening, watching TV, laying around, drinking some Kool-Aid, and then out of nowhere, spit all over your face.
Yes, you did.
Okay, it's like the window just busts out of nowhere, like glass everywhere, the shades and everything come down with it, and like you're hitting the deck and everything. And that's actually what my mom and my brother had to sit through. I, on the other hand, was outside on a lawnmower, and I picked up this freaking huge rock that we later found in the sink. It's kind of funny. Anyway, they told me what happened, you know, the fact that they was all just sitting there relaxing, and I can just picture this huge boulder of a rock flying through the window like a sniper's outside somewhere, and they're like hit the deck, and they're like getting down and everything.
Like I said before, I can picture Brandon just like grabbing one of his guns and like hiding beneath and going to your mom like, you, over.
I knew they'd come someday.
You go to the door, I cover here.
Time has come. How do I mow and not realize I just busted out a window in my own house?
Just
Didn't
loud.
even realize.
Oh.
Like, ping! Didn't even hear it hit the mower. Ping! I kind of heard the glass bust. That rock was too big not to hear, though, if you hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good awkward silence right there. That was
was
that wasn't a good one.
That was a good story.
That was a good story.
I like that story.
I don't know if
I'm just thinking about more topics to talk about because...
See, but that's another one that people who are listening, like, in general, anybody who's listening to you tell it, they could think that it's not funny, but you have to think about it. You know, picture, like, your family just sitting there, you know, we're having pizza night, you know, the lights are out, we're watching a movie, and BAM! Through the window, hit the deck!
You look outside and person mowing, bopping his head back and forth.
They, like, got their MP3 player on, listening to music.
But anyway, back to the awkward moment conversation. I don't know how many... Because, okay, I'm trying to... Okay. Have you ever talked before Izzy was just talking to a girl, or like you're not dating? But
you mean like a pre-relationship talk?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Have you ever been in that situation?
I mean, I've been in relationships, haven't I? It's
know.
not like I just go out and, hey, I'm dating you now.
Okay.
I don't want to talk to you, but you're mine now.
Okay.
They
so
call
you
that
have.
stalking, Landon.
So you have.
It's generally
Okay.
frowned upon by the public.
Well, okay. Well,
Yes, I've had. I know what you're talking about.
All right. It's just you don't know what to do if you're like watching a movie. Like, do I hold their hand?
Should I make a move?
Do I like do we kiss?
Am I going too far?
Is this even a date or?
Am I just over?
We haven't established this. So then you're afraid to ask if it's a date, provided you think you might over worry too much. I don't know.
Is this a date?
Maybe. Oh.
I kind of just.
And you just want to forget about it all and just stay home and watch Family Guy, jerk off to Lois.
How did Peter end up with something like that?
Huh?
How did Peter end up with a wife like that?
I don't know. She's pretty hot. It's a cartoon. I don't know.
Hot cartoons. Here's a good subject. Hot cartoons. I think Japanese
No.
anime, whatever,
No.
has some pretty hot cartoons, dude.
I hate anime. The
I
world to
think
know,
they make
fuck
the
anime.
They have some of the hottest cartoons I've ever seen. Think of some off the top of your head. Hot cartoons.
Lois.
I don't think Lois is that hot.
She's hot.
For Peter standards, yes.
Okay, what else?
There's a lot of hot cartoons. I just can't think of any right now.
Let's see.
I have to be like with my friends, like scanning through like TVs and be like, dude, that girl in that cartoon, she's hot.
Okay, how about the South Park episode with the cats and the boobage?
I don't think I've seen that.
You never seen that?
No.
Was it one where they get high off cat piss?
I've never seen that episode.
And they go to this like little world and there's this chick with huge tits. She's pretty hot.
Nah, never apply to that.
You suck.
I
Give
know.
an example here.
Too busy to watch South
Nah,
Park.
saying.
I'm not high. Not high. Not
Oh,
high.
speaking about too busy, he tried to upstage me in front of my grandma earlier today by saying that I have a job. Like I have a job and I get money because I do stuff. And grandma's like, "Oh, do you now?"
You have a job now. That's great.
Yeah, and I just I sit at home and do whatever. I'm like I've grown at tasks, but I just don't do anything.
It's like, Landon, is your grandma really gonna ride you about having a job? You're like, probably.
Sooner or later, it'll come to that. That Cameron boy does stuff.
Cameron, he has he does a lot of odd jobs and stuff. He makes a good bit of money on the side,
Yeah. So thanks for that.
Yeah, well, you should look into that. You really should look into that. And play with my balls. And
Which is another story. If you want to tell this story, or
I guess I can tell this story. Okay, we're at Landon's house.
grandma's house.
Yeah, his grandma's house. Sorry, and it's like I don't know, track season, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of the first
Club
couple
season.
times that I was hanging out with him this year, and we always had a bad habit of trying to stay the night at each other's houses when we had to get up early the next day, like school nights and track meets and stuff like that. So we're already up till like 1, 2 in the morning anyway, and we're sitting around in the living room at his grandma's house, who does a lot of knitting and stitching and stuff like that, kind of like the typical grandmotherly chores. And she had this big, huge ball of like, I don't know what, denim or yarn or something. And I'm just sitting there in the recliner, and she picks it up, and she's like, "These are the balls I play with." And what can you do when someone says that? Like a grandmother, you can't just straight up laugh in their face like, "You play with balls." So I tried to keep the straightest face as possible. Landon applauded me on that. He said,
Yes.
like, "Dude, your face didn't even change at all." He was across the room cracking up, rolling on the ground. Like, it was one of those deals where you wait till she gets out of the room and you're like,
Did you just say that?
"Did you say like play with balls?"
She said it like with a big smile on her face too. These are the balls I play with.
Big huge smile on her face. There's nice grandmother glasses. "These are the balls I play with. Can I get you some cookies?" Can I cook you something? No, but really, I do love your grandma. She's a very nice woman.
Thank you.
I was happy to see her here tonight. She's a good person. This is nothing totally at all bad towards her. I was just saying that was a pretty funny occurrence.
She can't watch TV.
Just can't watch.
Or she chooses not to watch
Chooses
TV.
not to watch TV. I don't watch much TV anyway. What is
I
that?
hate that thing.
Is that a doorknob?
I don't know. It's a clock, I think.
Oh.
I just heard it yesterday.
We're at 10 minutes, dude. We probably need to wrap it up. Get a commercial break.
Commercial? Nah. Alright, well. Get something to eat, maybe? Or we just ate?
Just get something to drink.
Get something to drink? This is my second pop. I finished it. So, yeah, my screensaver is popping up already. So, we're gonna take a little break, maybe end it.
We'll be
we're gonna
back
watch
at the window sometime soon.
Yeah, sometime. We're gonna watch some Borat.
What about Borat?
We're watching Borat, aren't
Yeah,
we?
we're watching Borat.
Yes, we're watching Borat. And yeah, so we'll just continue this at a later date. Do you want to close it off?
It's been Cameron and Landon with The Window. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.